What's going on, guys? This is Professor Diehard. We are back with some more Outer Worlds. Man, I'm so excited to keep playing this. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. It's a really cool game. If you've not gotten this game, you're a dang fool. You need to go get it right now. Seriously, like, turn off, if you're watching this in the future or whatever, stop it right now. Stop being a fool. Do better with your life and go get this game. These developers, Obsidian, deserve your money. They deserve your time, and they deserve all the praise that this game deserves. Seriously, it's a great game. If no one has seen my videos previously, this is the third episode, and we are doing a melee ninja, stealth build with this playthrough. I definitely think after I beat this game, I will be doing a supernova difficulty where your companions can die and all that. And I'm probably going to do more of a gun build, long guns and all that. But we are back. Feels good to be back. Oh, look at that cool weapon. Now I'm trying to think. This is what my character looks like. Pretty cool, right? I have some other cool armor pieces that I could wear, but I'm just not going to because it's just not what I really want. I like this. It gives me more dodge, and but yeah. So on the last episode, we just got done. Actually, you know what? I think I may actually switch controllers. I'm going to switch controllers just real fast. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. The other controller is a little bit on the stupid side. The analog stick is all twisty, and it's not what I want to deal with. Let's go up here and talk to the lady. Oh yeah, look how cool the armor looks. So cool. I hope they add third person someday. I think they will, though. I really do think that they're going to add third person. This game just needs it. Oh, has he not left yet?
I already told you I'm leaving.
Okay.
Heard you've been taking down marauders.
That's right. Some awesome. I guess I could just go like this. Ah. Whatever. Alrighty. So cool. That doesn't even hurt you, does it? Just took it like a man or a woman. Proud of you. Alright, let's see. Was there any other quests I could do around here? I don't think there was. I just want to make sure I cover all my bases.
Wish we had some better.
Who are you?
I've got some time. Oh, I'm an actuary. That means I keep tabs on a worker's living expenses. How much it costs to feed, clothe, shelter, bury, and replace your average human worker. Technically, I'm employed by the Spacer's Choice Department of Human Resources.
Cool. Very cool. That's the actual cannery. Okay. Alright, that's it. We're out. We are out of here. What's up, bud?
You're some sort of freelancer?
Yeah, I am. Ooh, the plasma cutter. Slices, dices, and cauterizes. That's what I have. Okay. Cool. I'm trying moving this TV just a little farther up as I cut my hand. But yeah, guys, man, so much fun. It's just like, it brings it back to, when you play Knights of the Republic or Fallout New Vegas. That's where a lot of the inspiration for this game came from, because Obsidian helped develop these games, and it just shows. This game, the music, if you listen to it, it kind of sounds like a different version of Dagobah, or Dantooine, excuse me. At least that's what it sounds like to me, but whatever. Alright, so we went down that way before already, so we're pretty good over here. I'm really fast now, so I really like this perk. So sick. Alright. I don't think there's any other things for me to do here. I think I did all of them. I never really went up that way, but it looks like there's just a bunch of lava if I remember correctly. Yeah, that's the lava. Oh, I guess I could have went over here. But, nah, we're gonna move on.
Hey, Miss Parvati. Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend.
Well, I just killed all of them, so.
Your pod? What are you on about? You take a bruise to the cranium? Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls. And low prices. Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family. Got a knack for being discreet-like? There's money to be made, long as you keep your nose clean. Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites, we rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see? Company policy. If it was up to me, I'd put the whole town 10. Quotas, mostly. Got a backlog of graves to fill. Bodies won't... 4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis? He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Conrad's got a barbershop in town.
Oh, okay.
Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is.
Okay, well, I'm gonna do this real fast. It's just a simple quest. Ludwig is right out here. I already talked to him. We're already buddies with him, so it's not that big of a deal. That's probably how the quest was set. What was that? You see that? It looked like it was like digital, or like it was like a... Oh, never mind. You know, like you go into Operation Anchorage, you go into that pod and like the environment changes, like into like digital, like whatever.
Never seen the Veil lit up like this before.
Pay your money.
I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Mechanical repellent! A stroke of inspiration from the law itself. Here, I've been saving up a couple of bits for just such a project.
Does she want to talk to me? I don't think she does.
Where are we headed?
I'm really hoping they do DLC for this game. I mean, I have so much more to play of this, so I don't want to, you know, try to do things too fast, but I'm going to do every quest. I'm going to keep playing, and I'm just going to, I'm going to finish this game all on stream. There was like one thing I did off stream. I think I did like, I went to like one building, I cleared it, and that's about it. I didn't play super long. But tonight we should be doing a stream on Battlefront 2, where every time we die, we take a shot. So, God, I don't think it's going to be a shot. It'll be, we just take a swig, and we just, have a good time. Like we did that last time, but I'm just a little bit upset with Battlefront right now. Just how laggy it's gotten, and just how bad, people have been having to, they get kicked out of games. It's just been a huge problem just to play that game. So we're going to see if the EA fix their game.
What can I do? Ah, Gravesite Fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary rest. As broke as pie crust, friend. Bidless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch. Thank you, no. I despise the cereals. Tell Silas I can't afford to pay. And that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings. Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. You know about Eugene? How? Then, you know Phyllis suggested selling off Eugene's gold teeth. I didn't approve of the idea then, and I don't approve of it now. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave. More than a few. Those teeth were his personal savings. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
Are you asking rhetorically? Because if you're being serious... Ugh, gross.
Desperate measures, Miss Holcomb. Desperate measures. I'm going to have to ask Silas to dig up those teeth. It's the only way I'm paying my gravesite fees. I'm sure that I have no other choice. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
Some Aries Gaming Production who just called me and I just talked to him, and he's going to join the stream. So let's see here. He is right. Oh, he's playing Gundam Versus. That little man, Gundam Versus. We're gonna have to make fun of him for that, guys. I'm gonna have to ask him some good questions, some serious questions on the matter. But yeah, we're continuing on. All right, so we got that. We're gonna go over here, talk to this person. I've also been thinking about doing a Captain Price Let's Play on this game. Like doing making Captain Price on Call of Duty. I don't know. I like to do. I'm getting kind of excited because back in the day I played Fallout 3. I would make so many different characters and different builds, and I would let's see. Hold on one sec. Okay, but yeah, I would make all these different builds, and like I would just constantly make new characters. I mean, I did a Terminator one time. I did John Connor on Fallout 3. Yeah, I know it's not that amazing, but you know, when I was younger, I just loved the idea of being able to make different characters and role play. And finally, there's a game that can make you freaking do that now, so it's great. So I'm thinking about doing it, or doing like a bounty hunter, Jango Fett type style. But
some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state?
What's up, Aries from Aries Gaming Productions?
Nothing.
Yeah, I'm just talking. I just mentioned on the chat. I'm thinking about at some point doing another character where I do like a Captain Price, make him look. I try to get his face just like Captain Price, and I'll do like a pistols, like long guns, stuff like that, stealth, and kind of just pull. Because I was talking back in the day, I used to love to role play with different characters in Fallout 3 in New Vegas, and you can just create different builds and role play how you would you know what I'm saying. So
yeah.
You don't know that. I could have been saying anything. Maybe I said vague. You know how.
So you're playing Gundam Versus right now.
Yeah.
No.
How is it?
Damn it. Okay.
It's really good. I played it for a little bit.
You can do like Gundams.
Yeah, you do like you have like a point system essentially. So I guess really the way it works is and for those of you who are Gundam fans, you should pick it up. I picked it up for like less than $20. It's online, so if you and a buddy want to like team up and do matches, you can. So it's like 2-player co-op too. So that's pretty good. It's very reminiscent of like if you play J-Stars or Jump Force or really any anime fighting game. It's very similar to that, except it's just Gundams. And
is it like level of difficulty for AI you can fight?
Yeah.
And different like areas you can fight at?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can see myself picking that up. You see, Aries and I were actually going to buy that game at one point, but like it's not co-op and in the same TV, which I hate that. I think that's a terrible, terrible thing to do because it just splits your player base.
But if you I guess if it's one of those games where if you both have it and you're both wanting to do it, then you can still do it. So it's pretty nice in that aspect at least. But so you can do you also have like different room types. You can do a one-on-one. You can do a kind of a free team. You can do teams of 3-on-3. So you can still do stuff like that, but which is nice. You can still do it. So and you can also set like your room policies. Like if you do like a create a rooms thing, beginners, immediate, advanced, only hardcore or casual. You only want to practice or friends only. So you can do a lot of stuff like that, and you can do like room messages and stuff. But
I am so sad right now. But yeah, that's cool. I can see myself picking up a game like that because I love Gundam. I've always really liked Gundam, and so okay, when I actually ended the stream yesterday, I went to a building and I found some medicine. I was like, oh, okay, cool, and I found the medicine. And I gave it to the officer just because the option appeared there. So I was like, okay, well I'll just give the medicine to the officer. Well, there was a quest I missed. That was supposed to be at the very beginning of the game where you like go talk to this old man. He's like, hey, I hid some medicine in this old building, so can you go get it for me? And I literally just told him, yeah, I already gave it to somebody. He was like, what? You just came here to watch an old man die? I'm like, well, yeah. So now I feel like a really terrible person. I didn't know you can give that person that, but whatever.
What's on your mind?
What's on your mind?
Silas still on about that. Here,
the best thing about I know I'm talking a lot about Universe instead of fucking thinking about the Outer Worlds, but whenever you're doing, you can pick the music for it. So you have the actual music from the series. So they actually put that in there. So that's pretty neat. Helps. It's a little bit of immersion. Helps you with it.
For which one?
For any of the Gundam series, like it has like different tracks from like the very
Oh,
first
that's
to, like
awesome. Yeah.
Mobile Suit Gundam to, of course, you have like Gundam Z. You have my favorite, which is Gundam Wing.
Dude, that's I'm just imagining they start playing that one song from Gundam Unicorn. And it's time
I think Unicorn. I actually think they have a good bit from Unicorn. I want to say on here they have like some. I think they have like three or some songs for each series. I'm pretty sure that are in there, and I think they have like if it's not the song, it's like a remix of it, and the remixes are not bad. So there.
Wow, this is really messed up what I'm hearing right now. Oh wow. Committing suicide in this game is illegal because the legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What he did to himself, this guy shot himself, and what he did to himself was vandalism. What the heck? What are you going to do? Arrest his corpse? Wow, the entire town pays for someone committing a crime.
Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice.
Wow. That's horrible. He was a person, not an asset.
Excuse you. I'll have you know, Eugene was an asset to us all. May his atoms be commended to the law.
May his atoms be commended to the law. Wow.
Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace.
That's actually kind of messed up. That's why I really love this world because I can't remember. There's actually a story of what happened. It's some entrepreneur, like he lived or something, and like the world changed, like because it's one person in the past. You know what I'm saying? Like Fallout, like you know. Oh, that's a cool looking little gun right there. Jeez, Terror on March. But yeah, so it's like I love the idea that like the mechanisms of the world is run by a company. Like you know, like killing yourself is vandalism to company property and your company property. Like that's so messed up and
Yeah.
like so interesting at the same time. It's a yeah. So, but also, guys, today is another great day because I am now living by myself again. So, yeah, life is good. Life is very good. I can now rest easy, breathe easy, knowing that no more problems, and I can move on.
Yeah.
I expected you to say a little bit more than that, Aries. But that's fine.
Yeah,
It's fine.
that's it, too.
Just to get a little bit more interested, but that's okay. I respect it. Actually, I don't, but it's okay. I'm kidding. But yeah, I mentioned that we're probably going to do a Battlefront stream tonight, but my problem is, god dang, Battlefront's so dang buggy right now.
Yeah, it's actually just fucking crazy. It's nuts.
My dad's buried here. Silas watches
Man.
over him when I can't leave the house. Oh. Well, thanks.
Something I can do for you?
That's sad.
You run into
Sad day, motherfucker.
reliable work from a freelancer. And I'll buy you a drink up. Suppose you've earned it. Abernathy was sick? With the plague? That's... What? No. If I knew he was sick, I would have had him reported. I needed his fees because of his name. A for Abernathy. He was at the top of my list, you see?
Cool. Well, that's it. So I think that's about it for this this area. I wanted to go in and just complete all the quests. There may be some more quests around here, but I think that's going to be it for this area. So now we can go back to the ship, and we can, you know. Oh God, I'm about to break my leg doing that, and I just did. That's okay. That's okay. Because this isn't Fallout. Yeah, there's our ship, the Unreliable. That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
It's like it has the ship's called Reliable, and you see UN like written in red blood or red paint. That's like scribbled in. It's kind of funny. Oh man. Coolio, man, what a. Oh yeah, is this your ship?
Oh
Yeah.
my stars, she is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive line? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. I'm the only decent mechanic Edgewater's got, but every time I think of going back, I get this sinking feeling.
Oh, so if I wanted to, I could tell her to take a hike, or she can come with me.
Hmm.
Oh, it's kind of you to say that. And you're right.
It's like, all right, thanks for helping me with everything. Get lost.
I ask you something, and you can say no.
But can I come with you?
Can I come with you?
Aw.
I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves for my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think?
Absolutely. Come on. I'd be glad to have you along. Pick a cabin. It's yours.
Yes! I mean, thanks.
I like her. She's probably one of my favorite characters so far.
Hmm.
I can call you Captain now. Ha! I got a captain.
I got a captain.
Oh, this makes me happy. God, I freaking love this game. Freaking Jim Sterling actually did a video on it, and he said, go get this game. Oh, I'm happy.
I certainly am looking forward to flying on a ship named the Unreliable. I'll just head upstairs.
Well, I certainly am looking forward to flying on a ship called the Unreliable. That's funny.
I find myself marveling at the complex simplicity of the Fibonacci spiral. I'm sure you know what that's like. Something vexing you, Captain?
I can talk to him. I'd like to know something about those I'm flying with. What's your story?
Nothing too out of the ordinary. Just your run-of-the-mill vicar with a violently enthusiastic disposition.
Violently enthusiastic disposition.
That's what my parents called it. I grew up in a pit of a town, much like Edgewater. I was destined to be a laborer like my parents.
This guy sounds like Alec Baldwin.
Infected early to solve the equation. My passion didn't sit well with them.
Is this actually Alec Baldwin? There's no way they got Alec Baldwin. If they did, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
My parents, ironically. They internalized the precepts of scientism like no one I've ever known. They had a pure faith. A faith that brought joy to them regardless of the situation. I envied that. I wanted that peace. I thought if I became a vicar, I could find it. Or at the very least, find out why I lacked it.
Baldwin. I guess maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe that's not him. He sounds just like Alec Baldwin, though. But they probably wouldn't become a vicar at least.
They thought I was fighting the plan. Should have accepted my lot. Some people pursue the clergy for power, prestige, but that was not me. The plan is not one rigid path. There are a variety of multitudes contained within it. Our paths have variants, but we'll end up adhering to it, whether we like it or not. Some choices make the path smoother, some rougher. You can even go outside the lines, but the further outside you go, it's like an unbreakable elastic band. It will only stretch so far before it snaps back. The further it is stretched, the more violent the eventual correction.
Oh, that's an interesting way of looking at it. Okay.
I have run headlong into too many walls in my pursuit of the truth. This book is my last hope, and you were my only hope of getting it translated. I honestly don't know what I'd do. This quest has consumed me for the better part of my life. I fear there's nothing else left to me. What about you? What's your story?
Oh, what's my story? Ooh, I was a constant hope. A scientist named Wells saved me. I'm a thrill seeker and lover of great renown. I love a good adventure story. I don't want to talk about it. I guess I could say I was a colonist on the Hope.
And how did he do that? Well, you do seem different than every other colonist. Let's pretend for the moment I believe you. What are you going to do now?
What am I going to do now? Help him recover more of the chemicals he needs to save the rest of the colonists.
That seems a dangerous proposition. Why risk your life now that it's been returned to you?
Oh, I can say I had family on the Hope. My friends are on the Hope just because it's the right thing to do. I have family on the Hope, yeah.
Oh, I see.
I'm going to do that.
You have my condolences.
That's cool. So you kind of craft your own, like, story through the dialogue, which is nice. You kind of give yourself, like, you know, who you are, basically, through talking to your companions.
Bokono, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our...
But yeah, I just, I mean, I'm probably going to go get some alcohol tonight, and we can do the, you know, the every time you die, take a swig. But I'm just saying, dude, I'm just wondering how annoying it's about to be tonight with how bad the game's been acting up. Like the crashes have been unforgivable, to say the least.
They believe all is chaos, in stark contrast to OSI's belief in the plan.
And like apparently that's like that's a #1 priority for him right now. The game crashes because it's been really bad for a lot of people.
Yeah.
I mean, we played Capital Supremacy one day. We couldn't freaking get enough people to stop crashing.
Yeah.
The last match we did was like 10v10, and people kept falling out and falling in. Any ideas where we can find some speech?
I've been thinking on that. There's a former infamous philosopher scholar who fled Terra 2 some years ago. He's an expert on Bokono. He's also who told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale. If anyone in this colony could translate that book, it would be him.
This is a good lead, but how do we find him?
That's a good question. We should start on the Groundbreaker. It's where I'd go if I wanted to get off Terra 2. Great place to pick up a ride to Hephaestus, Scylla, even Monarch. All I need is access to a data cartridge from the security terminal. Their easily hackable system keeps a registry of all crew manifests for both arrivals and... I'll comb the last 6 months of departure manifest to track the philosophist. Before I transferred to Edgewater, I had a wealth of time to develop certain, secular skills during my years serving a particular penitentiary flock. I meditated, led sermons, provided guidance to the inmates as needed, of course. I also played prison yard tossball and taught myself a bit about computronic security systems. Thank you.
All right, cool. So I talked to him. Well, her.
Yeah.
Okay, I've already talked to her, you know, a bunch of times, so I think that's good.
Captain, I have detected that Edgewater's power supply is now optimal. I applaud your willingness to invest your time in the local community. What can I do for you?
I have a power regulator.
Do you know how to install a power regulator?
Yeah, I know what I'm doing.
Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you, across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
Cool. Dun, 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 dun. Climb up the stairs. I'm going up the stairs and going down the stairs. Going up the sideways stairs. Here we go. My ship is now Shipshape. See what I did there?
Oh, God.
I don't sound too excited. Now let's go up here.
As always, something that... Of course.
Well, I guess we can leave now. Go to a different world.
What can I do? All systems are operating. I am prepared to bring the Unreliable into low altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capability.
Sweet. Now we are finally flying away. Where shall we go next? Actually, you know what? I have a piece of pizza in the fridge. I wanted to go put that in the microwave, and cause I'm starving.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna do this just real fast. I have to throw all this crap away in the fridge. That's okay. Here we go. Your boy's hungry. Probably be a shorter stream today. I'm gonna go leave and get me some food. Probably go to Walmart, make a couple stops, and then definitely stream again tonight. Good. I've been waiting to hear from him.
Ah, there you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the Unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you. Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Culkelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to Strictly speaking, Monarch is a moon, terraformed badly, and almost completely lawless. You'll love it. Captains don't fly their own ships, you see. Your navigation terminal handles the, navigation. Think of a nav key as a set of flight instructions. The board's been confiscating nav keys for Stellar Bay, so we must rely on unconventional means of acquisition. Hence, Miss Gladys Culkelly. Without a skip drive, good luck. You'll be dead before you make it to the nearest star. Look, I admire your optimism, but the sad truth is you're stuck here. You, me, and the rest of this colony. We're all skating precariously around the edge of oblivion together. None of us are leaving Halcyon alive, so we may as well make it a better place, and we can start by reviving the Hope. Gladys and I have been doing business for years. Her smuggling credentials are unimpeachable. If anyone can get you a key to Monarch, it's her. Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design. Cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters. Marvelous device. I'm quite proud of myself. The shroud changes the user's appearance to mimic that of another. It has limits. First-generation technology, you see, but promising. Exciting to see it in use at last. Very simply, the holographic shroud uses biometric information contained on standard identity cartridges to generate a holographic projection around you. Only stands up to a casual scrutiny. Use it too long, bound to flicker, blur, something like that. Movement makes it more likely. Best used in moderation. When you see guards in your path, you can't sneak past. Maintain your distance. Act normal. No running, no jumping. Don't draw their attention. If they pay attention, they're more likely to notice flaws.
That's interesting.
A change of clothes. What is this? Some old spy serial? What inattentive and brainless guard would be fooled by such a shabby disguise? The holographic shroud masks not only your clothes, but your face and fingerprint.
How the hell does a hologram sweeten your breath? I wish you were watching this. This is funny.
Oh my god.
Science, that's how. Oh my gosh.
The beauty is they don't expect it. The shroud is the only one of its kind. We humans have a tendency to activate the disguise, walk past someone. What do they see? A figure dressed. Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any... And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth, and the board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to...
Coolio. Coolio. That's the navigation computer. Let's go upstairs to the captain's quarters. There we go. Oh, this is the captain's quarters. Nice. Wow. Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Wow. All right.
Wow.
Okay, so I have that. Messages from Alex Hawthorne. Oh, I forgot to mention my prisoner silly me. I'm mailing you a copy of my favorite cereal, the space. Okay. Huh. Note to self, remember this later. No better Ada, remind me to weekly check the log until I tell you to stop. Yes, I mean continually. No, Ada, not if I'm dead. Why would you even ask me that? Back to my point. If I saw an actuality with my own two eyes, a sublimely powerful weapon in Wales' lab, just sitting there for a taking. If the gray hair were to look away or forget about it, maybe. It's called a shrink ray, but wouldn't let me test that claim after I lost my temper. Said he was inspired to create the thing by the achievements of other scientists who dared to push the boundaries of human knowledge and decency laws. Last time I got slashed, I was inviting on the lost hope, but shamelessly but suddenly eavesdropped onto. Stranger with this. Okay. Hammer power, okay. Black market leads. Why? Won't Wells just give the shrink ray to me? Blast him to the depths of the labyrinth on the Tartarus and back. He wants the shrink ray. Interesting. There's the shrink ray. That's a bin I can put stuff in. I can sleep. What's the point of that? Okay, you can. Okay, that's cool. A century saber. Don't really care to have that, but. Ooh, Dreenal. I'll pick that. A light assault rifle. Very nice. Oh, there's so many places I can go. Gosh, dang it. Wow. 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 Okay. Let's go to Groundbreaker. I don't know where else to really go.
Destiny.
Okay, that you have unlocked through some money. Okay.
Mission reached. The Groundbreaker.
Cool. So I leveled up as well. I kind of want to upgrade some handgun stuff. There we go. I'll do stealth as well. And I already have medical insight. That's already good. Let's do persuasion. There we go. Okay, sweet. Hit location time dilation effects. Hitting enemies in different locations during time dilation or cripples to those body parts. Try different locations. Okay, so different locations can cripple body parts. Interesting. Let's see. Traveler, you become very transporting goods, or tactical time dilation to recharge much faster. That could use that. Armor rating could be really nice. I guess armor rating would be kind of nice. Let's just do packed mule. Let's have increased carrying capacity. You can never go wrong with that. All right.
Can we talk? Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good. I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff. Gosh, no, Captain. I aim to stay so long as I'm welcome. I figured Junlei and I could confect, and maybe when we put into Groundbreaker, I could stop by to visit her sometimes. Thanks, Captain. Did you want to talk?
Coolio. I think I actually may go in and get off just so I can go get me some food because I'm actually starving. I'll probably do another stream just so I can keep playing a little bit, but I need some food in my belly for sure. Where is Alec Baldwin at? Alec Baldwin. Alec Baldwin. Alec
Is there
Baldwin.
a character in there named Alec Baldwin?
No, I'm naming him that just because he sounds like Alec Baldwin.
God, I was about to say.
Alec Baldwin. Where are you at? He is the traitor. Ah! That was perfect timing. I was actually kind of proud of that. What the heck is this? What is this? Sam? Is this a... This is a robot? Oh, it's kind of like HK-47 in a way, back in the day. Yeah, HK-47 was in the ship and he was, you know, broken down. And now, you know, yeah, look at that. What a thing. What a thing to do. Yeet. Yeet. Alright. Alec Baldwin, where are you at? I'm trying to find you, and you're being a pain in the ass. Actually, I have no idea where you went. It's kind of hard to find people. Maybe, does it show there? No, it doesn't. Unless he, like, left the ship, I guess. I guess he just left the ship. Maybe that's what he did. Because usually he would kind of be there. He would be around, just chilling. Wait. I hear someone knocking on stuff. What? Is he up there? What's over there?
Want to be a brand new you? Try out our respecification machine.
Oh, respecification machine. Oh, that's cool. If I want to change, you can choose to respect all your skills and oh, that's cool. So if I ever wanted to, oh, it costs 500 bits to do that. If I actually wanted to change my character, I could do that. That's actually really helpful. Part of me kind of, I'm going to stick with my melee build this playthrough, but part of me does want to do like a gun-based build. Oh, that's cool. So that's how you do the companion select. Okay, get him. That's actually kind of cool. That actually makes me really happy because that reminds me of Mass Effect when you like leave the ship. How that the selection screen. It's exactly the same. So that's cool. But only 5 companions. That's interesting. That's not too bad. It's not too bad. I think I already know who the other 2 companions are. Then the robot could be the 5th one. Man, interesting. Oh man, it is so good to be in an apartment by myself again. My word. Now I can start having people back over again and everything. You still playing Gundam Versus over there?
Oh yeah.
Is there actually a story?
Oh, there's not. There kind of is. Like you can go through different like scenarios from the original, all the way up to like I think past Gundam Seed.
Oh, that's what's up.
So like you have like Setsuna's Gundam. You have I'm playing Gundam Unicorn right now. Because like he doesn't start off with it. You have to wait till your gauge fills up and then you can use the Unicorn mode, the little Trans Am mode.
Interesting. Ah, crap. Do this.
What are we contemplating?
Well, awesome. Man, I'm excited. I now have Alec Baldwin in my party. So life is
God.
good. You know, I'm going to keep calling him that, people. I'm not going to stop it. He's Alec Baldwin now. And that's just what you're all going to have to accept it. If you don't accept it, I don't care.
Shame on you.
I just stole all this because I'm a thief. I'm a big thief.
Smells like grease and unwashed bodies. Just as That's not the point. This happened.
Fuck, that's the tall geese. Okay. Friggin' Gundam Wing. Okay.
I heard you the first time. There weren't any witnesses.
No witnesses. He's not even denying it. Jackass had it coming.
Shut it, Felix. You're not making this any better.
You get you with me again, you little backbait rat, I will toss you out an airlock.
This is the Groundbreaker, not Byzantium. You ain't the law here. I am. Now move along.
Now's not a good time.
So, go space yourself. Problem solved.
You must really want to truncheon through your teeth.
do what you want.
Whatever you heard?
Whatever you heard about me, it's all true.
Yeah, because I knocked my foreman out with a tossball stick. But, to be fair, I wasn't the one who started it. The guy was insulting my Rizzo's Rangers. Look, if it's a crime to defend your favorite tossball team against slander and calumny, well then lock me right up. Only the finest group of tossball players ever to take the field. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting. That's when I broadsided him with a tossball stick. Yeah. Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back bay's dock worker. Well, former dock worker. Guess I just tendered my resignation. Enjoy my freedom.
Yeah, this game, Outer Worlds looks really good.
Oh, did you just tune in?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Look at like just the dialogue, man. It's nuts.
Yeah, that's nuts.
That's me, Captain of the Unreliable.
Captain of the Unreliable. You're like something out of a serial drama. Hey, I don't want to talk your ears off, guessing you got places to be.
Oh, that's right. I named myself Hector. That's right.
Oh, yeah.
To make your acquaintance.
My name's Price, Captain Price.
Just right. Head over to customs.
Let's see here. Steal. I'm going to steal all your stuff because I'm a good person. I'm just kidding. I'm evil. Ah.
I will not let you destroy my world.
I will not let you destroy my world. Is there any vendors around here I can buy some new stuff? You know what I'm saying? Still a little goose.
Customs and inspection, right this way.
Alright, hey. Here's some pistols. Here's some armor pieces right here. Ordnance control. Block plus 5. Stealth skill. That's only plus 4 though. It's not a lot. Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy?
Caught in a landslide, no escape from reality.
Oh, so you're more of a gunslinger. Interesting. I'll give you a minigun. You're a preacher spreading the word of Jesus, Alec Baldwin, with a minigun. I like it. You were laughing, but that's actually what I gave him. I gave him a massive freaking minigun. Because I love him. You know, I want him to be successful in life. Ooh, a new sword. Yas! Give me that shit. This is why we save money, fam. This is why we save money. Let's check out this new sword. Ah, crap. Put that up. Put this on. Oh, that's a cool looking blade. Nice.
Identification, please. Captain Hawthorne, you said.
Oh, shoot.
Apologize in advance.
I'm about to ruin
your day. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
But we've hardly been out of Edgewater long enough to get in trouble.
Well, isn't this wonderful? The captain's done something to get on the board's bad side.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. Can't miss it. Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be mentioning it.
That information's above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions just to keep it that way. Wait, what?
If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up. You take the starch out of them, well, you won't hear. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me? Wanda Dorset over in sick bay. Tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it.
Interesting.
A handful of SAM cleaning units retrofitted for surgery. I don't know much else. I stopped listening when she started yelling. Is there anything? Maybe. Most of the shipping traffic in the system passes through Groundbreaker. Every couple of months, we even get a big interstellar freight. Two biggest operations are the board. That is, Halcyon Holdings and Sublight Salvage. But there are independent operators around the promenade deck. Most of those jobs are going to take you off station. Commandant Sanita might have a couple of folks she needs killed. Bad folks, I mean. Not Chief Junlei might have an errand needs running. She's all tied up trying to fix our heat problem. You'll find her...
No kidding? I'd love to get a look at this old girl's innards. I bet they're real twisty and weird. In a good way.
Happy to help.
You're real good at it, too.
Well, thank you, miss. It's nice to be recognized. Yep.
Can we move this along? I have a certain, matter I'd like to attend to, Captain.
Relative to the board holdings? Not really. But there's a few with the means to go where they will. They aren't rich, but they aren't likely to look too closely. Are you pulling my leg? You must be one of them long-haul freighters from outside the colony. Well, I won't hold it against you. It goes like this. Back on Earth, before the crossing, the powers that be were selling off stakes in distant star systems they thought had potential. A bunch of companies decided to throw in together and form the Halcyon Holdings Corporation. Then buy up the rights to this here colony. That group's what we now call the Board. Yep, Groundbreaker's the only real independent port. Aside from us, there's just tramp freighters and wildcat miners. Seems like every year the Board's offices get bigger and their ships take up more of the landing bays. Haven't seen nearly as many tramp crews this year. Groundbreaker was one of the original colony vessels to come over on the crossing. Once everybody'd been de-thawed and dropped dirt side, the original crew of the Groundbreaker decided they rather liked the spacefaring life. I guess that was the start of our independent spirit. Sitting around drinking whiskey and smoking cigars, yeah, probably. Can't say for sure, of course. Doubt I'll ever see the inside. Glad to... They strip the parts from derelict ships and abandoned outposts. There's some that say they make the derelicts and encourage folks to... Sublight gives me the creeps. I've known folks who went to work for... They're on the promenade run by a woman named Lilia Hagen. All right. He's friendly enough unless you speak ill of the Board. Get the sense he doesn't care for ground... Not that he would, being a board man and all. He's our liaison. Really likes his cereals, too. Maybe a little too much. Bit of a weird bird.
Don't see what's so wrong about liking cereals. They're fun.
Udam takes it to an, unhealthy level. The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go. On your left when... Make sure you bring an empty belly. You noticed, huh? What can I say? We're passionate folks, and the Board can't abide that independent spirit, especially not when it might impact their body. All their interstellar freighters come through us, and we skim a few bits off the top and manifest processing fees. Folks around here will bluster that the Board hates our freedom, but really, they know we can stop their out-system shipments anytime we like, and that terrifies them. You sure you didn't just step off one of the interstellar... There's no working with the Board. They don't share. Not bits, peep, Groundbreaker cooperating now would be tantamount to joining their ranks. And we sure as shit ain't about to do that. It's a delicate balance, right? We could cancel their freighters' docking privileges in retaliation. They got assault cruisers, gunships, and a handful of mining operations that we push them too hard, maybe they decide we'd be better in 10 trillion little pieces. Or they cobble together a new...
The Board wouldn't do that.
The Board is necessary to provide order to the colony. They believe it's their prerogative to overrun you. But whether you allow that is up to you.
It's a tough line to walk, no doubt about that. But we may do all right. So far, anyway. Sure thing. Be seeing.
Hi there. Haven't seen you around before. What can Groundbreaker security... We can't just let anyone walk in here. I wouldn't be, well, it's not... We just don't. Maybe if you clear an open bounty and get in good with Commandant Sunita, or help Chief Tennyson fix this heat, that might warrant a thank you tour.
Nah, I'll do the quest. I'm not just gonna.
Chief Tennyson don't generally hire outsiders for station jobs, but you could try asking at Sublight Salvage. They got an office on the far end of the... Anything else I can help you with? Chief Junlei Tennyson. She runs the ship. Her family's worked on it for, gosh, since it was built, I think. Back before the crossing.
What's she like? Is she a good boss?
Good as she can be, I guess. What with all the troubles Groundbreaker's facing. She could stand to lighten up, I suppose. But she tries her best to do right by folks, and that's what mattered.
No reason. Don't you trouble yourself over it, Captain.
That was very convincing, miss. I think your captain almost...
Oh, that's funny. Don't hassle my crew, kid.
Yes, sir, of course.
Good.
I'm sorry if I overstepped. Was just having fun is all. Didn't mean anything by it. Sure is, but she makes it look easy. She's real competent, our chief, even if she ain't real friendly. They're run by Miss Hagen. Half the tramp captains and... I ought to warn you straight off. Scuttlebutt says some of the jobs they do aren't exactly above board. Downright anti-business, if you catch my meaning. Let's say there's been times when I heard somebody needed a thing, and somebody else had such a thing, but they weren't inclined to sell. Now let's say the one who had the thing suddenly found theirs missing, and the one who needed got one. If anyone asks, Sublight says it got salvaged from an old wreck.
Oh, okay.
If anybody could prove them criminals, the board would have put their foot down a long time past. They always got, what do they call it? Deniability? Something gets nicked or someone turns up dead, Sublight says, hey, independent contractor, not our responsibility. But everyone knows what they're doing, top to bottom. Against is a strong word. Let's say that if you need something the board ain't inclined to sell, you might look to Sublight to get it. You might pay Sublight a shitload of bits for it, but that money gets passed on to their contractors, so in the end, it's still business.
You must admit, there is a beauty to the order of it. Everything operates...
Alec Baldwin, man, I'm telling you.
The grand plan. An organized crime.
People do what they gotta to get by. Oh, sure. Gets a mite boring at this desk, you know. Then I get to chatting too much, and Commandant Sunita's gotta reprimand me again, and... Oops! Doing it again. Sorry.
Oh, don't worry. Captain's real understanding.
Can't speak for the captain, but I'm used to listening to folks drone on about their pointless, depressing lives.
Awful generous of you, listening to me like this.
Unless you're here to file an incident report or to inquire about the bounty posting, I must kindly ask you to clear out. The Mardet's offices aren't for leisure time. Got a hot one for you. Captain Gunnar McRed. Just 26 hours old. The posting, that is, not the criminal. Allegations include several counts of flying under the influence, carrying open alcoholic containers, failure to pay docking fees, resisting arrest, and assaulting not one but two officers.
Flying under the influence of illegal substances?
Swerving in the air was more like it. Then he crashed hard into the dock and tumbled out of his ship and fled on foot. Spilled Rizzo's Violet Spectrum vodka all over Officer Hartley. An affront of its own, considering none of us are approved for anything higher than green spectrum. Kicked one right in the kneecap while he poked the other in the eyes. McRed's lucky we're too backlogged right now to hunt him down ourselves. But if our resources clear up and we catch him before some contractor does, I fully plan to lock him in ISO with them 2 officers he wounded. Thinking he won't like that one bit. Last tip we got pointed toward the back bays. You want the reward? Do the legwork. You and about 6 other enterprising mavericks. It's only a matter of time before someone brings me McRed's head, or his lucky lighter, as proof of kill. I do hope you're the lucky hunter, though. Good luck and skip speed to you. Do I look like your gossipy best friend? While I'm on post, I take my duties real serious. I would have no qualms whatsoever escorting you to a cell.
So then later over drinks?
Don't make me laugh on duty. Sets a bad example for the rookies. We're the security force here on Groundbreaker. The original force was made up of a Marine detachment from the 77th Marine Expeditionary Unit, Trailward Fleet. Folks started calling us Mardettes because it was easier to say. Guess it stuck.
Cool.
Security. I can check the departures registry to find out which crew the Scholar shipped in and out with.
It's a wasteland. You were hearing things.
No, seriously. Seriously, there was a lot of static at first, but then this voice said his name was Graham?
Graham, right. Broadcasting on a dead world full of monsters. Now I've heard everything.
You know, it takes more muscles to frown than to smile.
Who told you that? Hey, what do you think you're doing?
How do you see me?
Alright, I'll look the other way.
How did you... How? You were just over... What? You were just right here. That did not make a lick of sense. Somebody tells me I'm in the wrong area. Whoa.
Try not to be distracted by the glare of the adverts. Lots of unsavory types about.
It's time for a KYO. Rizzo's Purpleberry Punch. You want a punch? You've got your punch right here.
You want a punch? You got your punch right here. Catch these hands.
Sorry about the heat. Chief Dennison will get the radiators fixed soon. Of course, this heat sure makes a zero-G brew extra refreshing. It's an ale that's good for what ails you. Oh, and it's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice. Taste the freedom. A lot of slogans to keep track of. Sometimes I forget.
Alright, cool. I think I am in the stream here. There's a whole new area to get started on when I get back. So we're going to do that. Oh, hello. You're in my face. Alec Baldwin says goodbye. Just look at it. Look at his eyes. Just look at that. He's like, he shook his head at me. Alright, well, that's about it, guys. I want to save it here. But I'm definitely going to pick it back up as soon as I get back, though. Because I want to keep playing and seeing what this game has to offer. But already, it's just like the conversations are so interesting and the characters are really fun. I'm just really enjoying it. What do you think, Aries?
Yeah, that's what I say. The game just seems like it's just got its shit together. It really like it's just so nice. And you just look at the game and you go, yeah, they got their shit together for sure.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah. It's that's what I think for sure. It's just nice. It's a nice change of pace for
Yeah.
sure. But yeah, guys. So if you liked it, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Check out Aries from Aries Gaming Productions, and I'll catch you guys on the flip.